Another scenario of trying to understand privacy norms with a marketplace model. Who acts as a fiduciary? Who acts as a principal? What are their primary roles? Welcome to my YouTube channel where you regularly see new content on data privacy. And as I said, let's talk about a marketplace model. Let's try and see who is the fiduciary and who is the data principal. The idea is simple. What are we doing? We are logging on to a marketplace and we place an order. What is the purpose of that website? It displays the products that are probably available through that website along with the prices, delivery period, etc. So, purpose defined by fiduciary. You pick up, you choose, and you order, right? So, the processing part is also decided by fiduciary. Why? Because the fiduciary decides who is it going to send it at the back end. Some portals do show the name of the vendor, so you can pick and choose who is the vendor behind. But the idea is that it's the fiduciary who is presenting the purpose as well as the processing part of it. How is he going to process it? And who follows all this? The processor, right? It's his job to follow what has been set right by the fiduciary. Data processor can be an external agency. This is true for everyone, not just for the marketplace. In some cases, especially when these businesses started new, the one who supply groceries, they would use the local retail shops as processors. They'll pick up the order, or they'll give you a menu and say you pick up the shop where you want to place the order. Right? Today they have their own stores, so they are processing it themselves, except that the delivery part might still be outsourced for some of them. Right? So let's see how it happens. So the marketplace owner who is showcasing the products collects the information and decides how is he collecting it. What kind of form is he making? What kind of privacy notice? What kind of consent? He stores and shares that information for processing and creates a payment flow. Right? You see a flow now. It creates the delivery and returns flow also. So how would the product get delivered? How and when would the product get returned? This is all decided by this marketplace owner. Right? It's his job to take care of all these important factors, and therefore he is a data fiduciary. Right? He's not processing, he's collecting, storing, and deciding how it would be processed. Who is collecting payment on his behalf, who is delivering goods, who is returning back the goods, who is going to provide warranty status, and for how long, all those things. When it comes to the actual seller, he receives this customer information, he stores it for his taxation and for invoicing purposes, and manages the dispatches and deliveries. So he takes care of dispatching the goods so that the goods can be delivered at the given address. He also therefore takes care of the warranty support, and if at all the customer is not happy and wants to return the product, he goes and picks it up. So the pickup and drop facility is decided by the processor. Now it could be that the processor is a part of the store, right? Or it could be that the processing is completely outsourced. Like we said, you either get an option, used to get an option of which shop you want to place the order, and this aggregator is only an aggregator, or now when the aggregator has its own stores, and even earlier we had this place like DMart, you pick and choose your items. They have their own delivery mechanism. In fact, they give you 3 options. For delivery, they give you 2 options. One is that you go to their nearest pickup point to your house and you say, I will go there and pick it up. Second, they don't deliver it to you. In that case, they themselves are the processors, right? Except that the tempo on which they deliver, I'm not too sure, but that might be outsourced, right? In that case, that tempo is a processor. But in these cases, the product seller is also an independent fiduciary because he's controlling, he's processing, he's storing the personal information of you as an individual. And then we come on to the courier agency. What is their job? They receive the information, PIIs, which includes address and phone number, product information, but they're not bothered about the product preference that you have, right? They don't care. They don't even wonder whether you have paid or not, whether you paid through card or through UPI. Their job is to pick up the box from here and deliver it there. That's it. And in case of pickup, to pick up the box from the customer and deliver it back to the store. So they are having personal information, but only for pick up and drop. They're not deciding anything on it. There could be that they might be storing it temporarily, but not for an independent purpose. They are not promoting their courier products. So they cannot product their courier products to this database until it is taken as a consent from the individual by the fiduciary and passed on to the courier agency. So in these cases, the courier agency is purely a processor who is processing data on behalf of the data processor, who in this case, the seller of the product is actually not even a processor, he is an independent fiduciary, right? So the portal is one fiduciary who is creating the mechanism to calculate, to gather the information. The seller is another fiduciary who is actually doing all the processing and storing all the information and filing returns. So they are deciding how to file returns, what are your things in it. And finally, the courier agency, whose purpose is only to deliver things. So the courier agency is a processor, but for the logs of the delivery, they are a fiduciary. The regulations or regulators can go to them and ask only for the logs of the courier, nothing else. Their obligation is only to that extent, and in that extent, they end up to be a fiduciary. So that's about these three roles in a marketplace. We'll continue our discussions about DPDP and data privacy. So subscribe to my channel, share your feedback. If you have any queries, if you want any specific topics, any particular information, please share them in the comment section. Thank you.